Keith, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, Alan? Good to see you.
So you're here at DISTRIBUTECH 2024. Why are you here? What's going on with Camlin?
There's a lot going on in Camlin. It's part of our continued investment in North America, which has really got 4 pillars. It's to set up a headquarters in Atlanta, which we have done.
Oh, time out. Atlanta?
Yeah.
You're moving to Atlanta?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's my home, so you'll be seeing a lot more of me.
Good to see.
All right. What city in Atlanta?
It's in Norcross.
Okay. I know Norcross well. My family lived there.
Good stuff.
Anyway, good. I'm glad. That's
It's
a commitment.
20,000 square foot factory.
Factory,
It is.
distribution, services.
Yes.
Wow. So that's different than the Camlin I know.
It's a huge investment in North America.
So to see the Camlin I know is about monitors, right? Hardware, you make that. You've got right here all of this thing called Sapient.
Correct.
Tell me about that.
Okay. So Sapient is our next step on the journey. We've been in North America for over 15 years now. We've got a large installed base of equipment.
Right.
Now time for to help customers take that data from that equipment and turn it into prescriptive actions.
Yeah. And so when you got 40,000 square feet, you're still going to be
20,000 square feet.
Okay, 20,000 square feet. You're still going to be making monitors, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, you'll be doing that. And when you say take that data, there's a software involved.
Indeed.
Okay, is that part of the Sapient?
It is. So Sapient is 2 elements, Alan. It's software and services.
Okay, software and services. I'm going to get you to get somebody to tell me more about Sapient.
That would be good.
So there's an old movie. It's called Welcome to America. So Keith, welcome to America, my friend.
Thank you very much, Alan.
Thank you.
Alan, let me introduce you to Zlatan. I'm one of the longest serving members on the team.
Zlatan, good to see you
Good
again,
to see you as well,
friend.
Alan.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
We were together a couple of weeks ago, weren't
That's
we?
right, that's right. Yeah.
That's right. So, tell me a little bit. This is moving to Atlanta,
Yes,
moving to America,
yes.
20,000 square foot. I keep trying to make it 40. Okay.
Hopefully.
It's a big one, and it's a major commitment.
That's
but
right.
It's not just a commitment to move here and do that. Tell me a little bit about this Sapient.
Yeah, so to kind of give you a little bit more perspective, we started as a company really building sensors, smart sensors. As an industry, really, if you look at a decade ago, the focus was how do we put more sensors on. And we have done a fantastic job developing sensors for distribution networks in UK. We built test equipment for circuit breaker testing, and then our transformer monitoring solution to encapsulate, the DGA, the bushing monitoring, the PED, all in one. And that was really the key, getting the sensors out there to be able to capture the data. Yeah. While we will continue to do that and maybe build new sensors, the customer challenges have changed. Right now, how do they actually take that sensor data and make sense of that data for something that's really important, for how do they protect their critical assets? That's really where Sapient Insights comes in. Sapient Insights ingests all this online data as well as offline data, and then we apply all this knowledge and wisdom that we've developed over the years building smart sensors, and then providing prescriptive actions to our customers so they can execute in these actions and protect their assets.
It's brilliant because most of the industry right now is saying it's not just about the monitoring and the diagnostics, it's about the decisions. And through AI and ML, you mentioned data,
100%.
You got to be able to take all of that data. And we don't have as many subject matter experts out in the market anymore.
That's right.
So you kind of make Sapient part of their subject matter expert.
Right, and that's really key part about Sapient is that it is designed and developed by the subject matter experts.
Yeah.
So, you've interviewed Marco Tozzi and Nathan Jacob, they're all of our key members that they actually help define the logic behind it. And then we basically almost have a tripod. We have the subject matter experts, we have data scientists,
Yep.
and we have software developers.
Okay.
So we put them all together to create something like Sapient Insights to be able to,
So
demonstrate
that's
our
the service part. Nathan and
Yes.
Marco and all
Yes.
those people are like, when you have an alarm and you're not sure what it means,
That's right.
you can go to a subject matter expert. Okay, that's
Exactly,
excellent.
because
Yeah.
some of the issues are just complex, and they really require a team of people to be able to analyze that data. In addition to Mark and Nathan, we have a lot more experts in our company. They're able to contribute in their specific field to figure out what the issue with these assets are. So,
No, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it. Can you?
yeah,
show it
let
to
me show you. I'm going to introduce you to our lead architect, and he'll be able to kind of show a little bit how it looks and maybe show you some case studies, etc.
Onward and upward.
All right, let's
do
go.
it.
This is Andrew.
Andrew, good to be met. Let's walk over here. You're going to do a demo for me, right?
Yeah, I'm
now
gonna
I
tell
get to
you-
see it in action.
I'm going to tell you all about Sapient.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Sapient is a suite of software applications. So there's all about asset, fault, and network. We're going to talk about asset today.
Okay.
And the whole premise of this is energy companies spend a huge amount on monitoring equipment,
Right.
and all that data goes somewhere. But how do you maximize the benefit from that? So the data all comes into Sapient, and we can provide prescriptive actions, specific maintenance activities.
Is it only on Camlin monitors, or can you take?
No, absolutely not. No.
Okay.
So we take third-party data, we can take offline data
Oh, okay.
across a range of different asset types. So we have transformers and breakers now, but we're looking at other generation equipment, batteries, a whole different range of asset
Okay.
classes.
Excellent.
So I'll just jump quickly in here.
I love bar charts.
Nice and bright, absolutely.
And pie charts, yeah.
So the idea is that different users will want to see different things. So, if you're a VP or you're a head of asset management, you just want to see a summary of your entire fleet. So this will give you a summary of your entire fleet. You can look at if you want to just see transformers, if you want to see circuit breakers. So you might be
Yeah.
interested in a specific asset.
Go back to transformers for a minute.
I'll go back to transformers. Yeah.
So there's a principle in ISO 55000,
Sure.
which is the sign of sight of line, right?
Yeah.
And in that principle, it is make it simple for every level of the organization. So if
Absolutely,
I were an
yeah.
engineer, I may want more than this. But if I'm a CEO, I look at this. You know the one thing I say? I don't like red. What's red?
Yeah, exactly.
And you
Yeah.
can point right to it. That's brilliant. That's really good.
So you want to give exactly the right people the right information at the right time.
Right.
So this is, for a CEO, to your point, if you're an SME, you might just want a more detailed information,
Yeah.
and you can jump straight into an asset. If you manage a territory, again, you've got options. You might want to look at a map. Okay, so just different users are going to want to see different things.
Okay.
So once you've found what you want to do, the detail, as you drill down into this,
Ooh.
okay, so this is basically giving you the condition of the asset. So we've broken down, in this case, a transformer
Okay.
into all its different components, and we score using our models, so using our experts to define the models, a condition index for each different component of the
Okay.
asset.
And that scoring and that model, because you said it's your experts, kind of aligns with all of the standards that other people, somebody has, like
Yeah,
there's,
absolutely. Absolutely.
Duval's triangle
Yep.
and some
Yep.
of those things. Okay.
Yeah. And if customers have their own particular standards and want to change it, we can do that. It's flexible enough to allow you to do that. So this gives us a condition index. So, what's the health of the asset? But I guess more importantly, the failure modes and the maintenance actions. So that's specifically where, our experts in transformers, they understand how transformers fail, why they fail. We can define those failure modes and the maintenance actions.
So on this one, I see a 5.12.
Yeah.
It's red.
5.12 is pretty bad, yeah.
Okay, it's
So
pretty
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
And so
pretty
you're
bad.
saying now you will give them some, here's what you need to do next.
Exactly. So,
Okay.
either take a test or carry out some specific maintenance activity. And all of these different components break down. So if we look at the DGA, so this is, as you mentioned
okay,
before,
got it.
okay, so we're using standard methods, the Duval triangle, things like that, and we rank things. Now this is pretty bad across everything, to be fair. And we also highlight as well, so this has got high acetylene content.
And
so,
high ethylene.
Yeah, so the asset expert, the SME, this is exactly the sort of information that they're going to want.
That's brilliant. That's a great overview. Andrew, thank you so much.
No problem.
Now, who are you going to introduce me to
So I'm
for a
going to
summary
introduce
here?
you to Jerry,
Okay.
just to wrap up.
Jerry, how are you? Good to see you again.
Pleasure. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for joining us.
So I've seen all of this, and I know you're bringing 20,000 square feet. I keep trying to make it 40,000, right? But you're bringing a lot of Camlin to the United States. It's a major commitment to the United States. I think one of the most important things is Sapient. It's a whole different approach to what you're doing in the market, because now you're bringing action to the people. Tell me a little bit, sum it all up for me.
Well, listen, there couldn't be a more exciting time to be part of this industry right now. If you look around this show and you look at the type of investments that are being made across the grid, utilities face a real challenge before them as we look at the electrification of networks and the investments that are needed. So for us, it's about helping protect those most critical assets. A lot of people have made big investments in monitoring technology over time, but have fallen short of realizing the full benefit of those investments. And really what we're doing with Sapient Insights, kind of bringing together a best-in-class monitor with the software that completes the journey. Most people have built simple software analytic type tools that provide asset health indexes, but we're trying to complete that journey and really bring it to a point where we can tell customers what they need to do with much greater detail that helps them complete that analytics journey. So it's a really exciting time. I think ultimately all this kind of focused on helping them realize that investment that they're making in this technology.
So I think the software and the commitment to that is brilliant. I saw a demo of the software that Andrew did, but I also think that this service component, the idea that you've got brains, live SMEs, because that's what's going to count.
Absolutely.
You know, people get to a point, they say, I don't know what to do, and they'd like the machine to tell them, hey, do something. But in many cases, it's a little more complex than that. And they have to make judgment decisions. So having a subject matter expert available is huge.
It is huge. We kind of look at it as people, process, and technology that ultimately have to come together. And our people are probably one of the best assets that we have available to us here. People that have deep domain expertise, deep knowledge of critical assets like transformers, and being able to take that knowledge that they have gained over many decades of serving this industry and automating that through the latest and greatest, artificial intelligence, machine learning, data management technologies is what's really exciting for us here. So it's that team of experts, software built by experts that know how these assets behave is, I think, what really separates us from the crowd.
Well, welcome to Atlanta.
Thank you.
Welcome to a different world, because Camlin is moving, in my opinion, moving up a level. Your service to your customers is going to be outstanding. And you have a lot of customers already that you're going to go and do add-on.
Yeah, no, we're very pleased.
It's the very thing that the market asks for and needs, is help me make wise decisions about my assets, right?
Absolutely.
Transformers are 5 years out in some cases in terms of supply chain.
Yep.
So you better know which ones to keep, and you better know which ones to replace.
Absolutely.
You're going to help them do that.
Absolutely.
Well, Jerry, thank you for all of the people at Camlin, and welcome to Atlanta again.
Thank you.
So I saw some hieroglyphics. Jerry, walk me over there and show me what that all means.
Yeah, come on over.
So Jerry, this is the hieroglyphics wall. I love it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we've been talking about asset management up to this point, but what this really represents is the full suite of capabilities that Camlin offers, not just across maintaining critical assets, but maintaining networks and fault management capabilities. So when you look across the types of capabilities that we bring globally here, that's what this wall represents, is the breadth and depth of our capabilities.
Excellent. It's an excellent summary of everything that you do. So once again, thank you. Welcome to Atlanta.
My pleasure. Thank you again.